yeah. One more time. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, don't stop the dancing. One more time. I'm just feeling celebration tonight. Celebrate, don't wait too late. No, you don't stop. You can't stop. We're gonna celebrate one more time. One more time. One more time. Celebration. No, we're gonna do it right tonight. Hey, just feel it. Music's got me feeling the need. Yeah. Come on. All right, we're gonna celebrate one more time. Celebrate and dance so free. Music's got me feeling so free. Celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate. wanna spend my whole life just waiting for you. Now I don't want you back for the weekend, not back for a day. No, no, no. I said, baby, I just want you back, and I want you to stay. Oh yeah, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, it's time to feel good. Hey, alright, it's time to feel good. Yeah, oh yeah, it's time to feel good. Walking on sunshine, walking on sunshine. I feel alive, I feel the love, I feel the love that's really real. I feel alive, I feel the love, I feel the love that's really real. I'm on sunshine, baby. Oh, oh yeah, I'm on sunshine, baby. Oh, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, it's time to feel good. Hey, alright, it's time to feel good. I see it again now. It's time to feel good. Hey, yeah, it's time to feel good. Now, time to feel good. I see it again now. It's time to feel good.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You'll never know if you don't go. You'll never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. All that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold. It's a cool place, and they say it gets colder. You're bundled up now, wait till you get older. But the media men beg to differ, judging by the hole in the satellite picture. The ice we skate is getting pretty thin. The water's getting warm, so you might as well swim. My world's on fire, how about yours? That's the way I like it, and I'll never get bored. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. All that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold.
Go for the moon. Go for the moon. Go for the moon. Go for the moon.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars. Somebody once asked, could I spare some change for gas? I need to get myself away from this place. I said, yeah, what a concept. I could use a little fuel myself, and we could all use a little change. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Back to the rules and I'll hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart, but your much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You'll never know if you don't go. Go! You'll never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid, and all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold.
Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun. I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say, it's alright. Little darling, the smiles returning to the faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say, it's alright. Sun, 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 here it comes. 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 Little darling, I feel that ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say, it's alright. Here comes the sun, doo-doo. Here comes the sun. It's alright. It's alright. One more time. One more time. I'm just feeling celebration tonight. Celebrate, don't wait too late. No, we don't stop. You can't stop. We're gonna celebrate one more time. One more time. One more time. Celebration. Know we're gonna do it right tonight. Hey, just feel it. Music's got me feeling the need. Yeah. Come on. All right, we're gonna celebrate one more time. Celebrate and dance so free. Music's got me feeling so free. Celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate. Celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate. Celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate. Celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate. Celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate. Celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate. Celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate. Celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate. Celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate. Celebrate and
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You'll never know if you don't go. You'll never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. All that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold. It's a cool place, and they say it gets colder. You're bundled up now, wait till you get older. But the media men beg to differ, judging by the hole in the satellite picture. The ice we skate is getting pretty thin. The water's getting warm, so you might as well swim. My world's on fire, how about yours? That's the way I like it, and I'll never get bored. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. Only shooting stars break the mold.
Go for the moon. Go for the moon. Go for the moon. Go for the moon.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars. Somebody once asked, could I spare some change for gas? I need to get myself away from this place. I said, yep, what a concept. I could use a little fuel myself, and we could all use a little change. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I'll hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You'll never know if you don't go. Go! You'll never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold.
Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, the smiles returning to the faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, 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 here he comes. Sun, 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 here he comes. Little darling, I feel that ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I say it's alright. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. It's alright. One more time. One more time.
Good afternoon. All right, I guess I'm going to step back from the microphone. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our 8th grade recognition ceremony. At this time, would you please rise for the playing of our national anthem? Well, once again, good afternoon, and welcome to the Springton Lake Middle School 8th grade recognition ceremony. It feels a bit surreal to be here today, together, in person. I could not be any more sincere when I say how good it is to see all of you. The 8th grade recognition ceremony is a wonderful, positive, and exciting occasion for everyone associated with our school. Today is both an ending and a beginning for our students. Today's ceremony celebrates the culmination of our students' 3-year journey through middle school, albeit not the most typical of journeys. Simultaneously, we watch as these young adults prepare to turn the page on this important and influential chapter in their lives. And we look with much anticipation to high school and beyond. The end of middle school may have seemed an eternity away, way back on September 4th, 2018. That's the day you all arrived to Springton Lake as excited, curious, but very tentative 6th grade students. During your time here at the lake, you've grown in many ways, physically, academically, socially, and emotionally. And let's not forget, you did it all amid a global pandemic. Not too shabby. You've worked hard and you've represented our school well, and you have made your families very, very proud. Today is your day, students. Today is all about celebrating you. Our program this afternoon will include remarks from members of our 8th grade class, as well as a faculty speaker selected by you, the students. We'll listen to some inspiration from our superintendent of schools, and then the highlight of our program will be the presentation of the Springton Lake Middle School class of 2021. Each student will have an opportunity to hear his or her name read aloud as they receive a certificate of completion of the middle level program in the Rose Tree Media School District. To begin this afternoon's program, it's my pleasure to welcome to the podium 8th grade student Ethan Strain. There you go.
Thank you, Dr. Sal. Good afternoon, administrators, teachers, family members, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. My name is Ethan Strain, and it's an honor to speak in front of you all today. Before I start, I'd like to thank all of our amazing teachers, principals, guidance counselors, staff, custodians, and cafeteria workers for making these past 3 amazing years possible and making them so memorable. I'd also like to thank all of you for coming today and thank everyone who helped organize today's ceremony. I'd like to start off by quoting a little-known former ice cream shop employee and hero of mine, President Barack Hussein Obama. We didn't come here to fear the future. We came here to shape it. We all came in this building 3 years ago, excited, scared, and a little lost. But through these past 3 years, our fear has turned into determination, and that feeling of being lost has turned into a feeling of fitting in, working and striving together to shape our future and to make this world a better place. This wouldn't be possible without the people here at SLMS who helped us on our journey. A few notable people who made my time at SLMS so great are Mr. Homan, Mrs. Heckman, and Mr. Nixon. Mr. Homan showed us how diverse our world is and that learning could be more than sitting in a classroom bored, but fun and intriguing. We were all scared the first day of home ec with Mrs. Heckman. Our siblings told us stories of detentions and crazy rules. But after the first class, I can't remember a single class where she didn't make everyone crack up. And most importantly, we've learned so much from her these past 3 years. She showed us that a teacher could be more than a teacher, but also an inspiration. Mr. Nixon is one of those once-in-a-lifetime teachers, but we'll get back to him later. Before we do, let us think back to the moments of Springton that defined the class of 2021. The sports powerhouse that is our class will be remembered for years. Our football and soccer teams going undefeated, our track runners destroying records with ease, our baseball team hitting home runs even Mike Trout would envy, and our lacrosse team that destroyed every school in our division. But of course, the class of 2021 doesn't just have the best athletes and sports teams. We also have so many great memories that define our class. Making paper cars in a Soviet production line, the brain games, the dodgeball tournament, Mr. Lazo's science experiment that caused the fire alarm to go off in 6th grade. In 7th grade, silent speedball, playing sports together at school for the first time, the struggle of the pandemic, the concept of online learning, and finally in 8th grade, making it through the pandemic, helping each other through rough times, and so much more. But all these amazing memories happen because of the amazing people at our school, our amazing teachers, principals, guidance counselors, and staff. Because of you, those scared, lost, excited kids have turned into hardworking, determined, compassionate kids, ready to shape their future and make our world a better place. Not just for our generation, but long after we're gone, because we are the class of 2021 and we are the future. Now, time to introduce one of the best teachers at SLMS and one of my personal favorites, Mr. Nixon. He is the first teacher and probably the last that says sus and on fleek. But he's also shown us that a teacher can be more than a teacher. He showed us that a teacher can make his students laugh, have a great time, and most importantly, become better people. And we can't forget, he taught us how to speak with a Scottish accent. It was an honor being his student, and it's an honor now to introduce him. Thank you, and welcome, Mr. Nixon.
I won't scare you with my Scottish accent. I can only say the word Scottish in my Scottish accent. So that's about it. Good afternoon. I wanted to thank Dr. DiMarino-Lennon, Dr. Sal, Mrs. Britton, Dr. Layton, and especially you 8th graders for choosing me to speak to you today. It's an honor having one more chance to grace you with my wisdom, insight, and knowledge. So listen carefully. What a weird year it's been, right? It's been crazy. It's been unlike anything we ever really could have predicted or expected. But I'm not going to stand up here and talk about how you guys just survived this challenging and difficult year, because it was really challenging. Yes, you had to deal with issues that no middle school students, let alone any person, really was used to dealing with COVID and everything. And yes, you guys definitely logged onto Zoom multiple times, muted yourself, turned off your cameras, and went back to sleep, and left your teachers calling your name over and over and over and over and over. You're not as sneaky as you guys think with your Zoom with your Zoom tricks. We know what you're doing. But in all seriousness, you guys didn't really just survive this school year. You handled it with class and maturity. Life's strange. You never really know what is going to throw at you or what's going to happen. And I'm pleased to be able to stand up here before you today and say that you guys did an amazing job of adjusting on the fly, adapting to different situations and circumstances. You guys' stress levels were probably elevated, anxiety increased, but you kept going, and I'm proud of you guys. The fact that you dealt with this so well while being adolescent middle schoolers is a credit to you, because middle school is a very tough time for most of us. It was for me. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, no, Mr. Nixon, it's impossible for us to imagine you as an awkward, gangly, socially awkward middle school student. But it's true. I wasn't always this cool. So as you enter high school, there's a ton of opportunities in front of you and that are available to you. Explore those opportunities, check them out, try different things, get outside your comfort zone. Think about what you enjoy doing and pursue those things. Find a way to make them a part of your life. Don't get stuck thinking that you're stuck doing this or that. Use your time wisely, and whatever you do it with passion and commitment. You'll be glad that you did. I hope that you continue to meet the challenges ahead of you head on in the same way that you did this year. And if you can get through a school year like this, the sky's the limit for what you can all accomplish. I wish you all the best at high school. Thanks again for this opportunity to talk to you. Have a good summer.
Thank you, Mr. Nixon. It's my pleasure now to welcome to the podium our Student Council President, Nick Fox, and our Student Council Vice President, Anthony Rossi, who will be making a special presentation on behalf of the class.
Wow, what a crazy 3 years this has been. When I first started out in 6th grade, I was 4'10". Well, I'm still 4'10", but I assure you it has been crazy. We would like to take a moment to thank Mrs. Gilroy. Mrs. Gilroy has tremendously prepared us for the future and the journey down the road, and we can't thank her enough. She has been a role model for all of the students here, He is also a leader of the student council group.
Mrs. Gilroy has given us a leeway to have fun and has truly made the best out of our years here at Springton Lake. Whether it's been student council, pep rallies, helping students, or working beside some of the best staff and faculty I've ever been in the same school as, she has done it all. So on behalf of student council, we would like to thank Mrs. Gilroy, Dr. Sal, and the staff and faculty at Springton Lake for a great 3 years here. It was truly a pleasure. Also, we ask that you guys give a huge round of applause to Mrs. Gilroy for setting up everything she's done for us. Thank you.
Our next student speaker will be Karis Doyle.
Let me just start off by saying, wow, it's been a crazy few years. But what's crazier is how far we've come since our first step into Springton Lake Middle School. Since our class has been through so much over the past year, I thought of ways I could make this speech unique. So here's to an extraordinary class. Butterflies. Hear me out, it might sound weird, but if you think about it, our time in middle school is awfully like the cycle of a butterfly. Stage 1, caterpillar. As 5th graders, we emerged from our eggs and shimmied our ways into the hallways of Springton Lake. We were all new to the scary yet welcoming classrooms of Springton. Whether you were on Voyagers, Explorers, or Blazers, we all experienced a wave of shock as our teachers introduced us to this new world. As the year went on and all of us were eventually intimidated by Mrs. Heckman, we adjusted to the setting of this big school. Meeting new people, attending all school dances, and celebrating at pep rallies made some of the best memories that we will always savor. As the year wrapped up and we went on the unforgettable trip to New York City, us caterpillars crawled over to teams Pioneers, Patriots, and Eagles. Stage 2, chrysalis. 7th grade, as we all know, was a short year. It was going smoothly. We finally knew the music hallway and the STEM hallway apart. Soon enough, it was the middle of the year. That's when the world decided to throw in a change-up. All of a sudden, the whole world shut down right before our eyes. We crawled into our chrysalis. What would be 8 to 12 days for a butterfly lasted 9 months for us. 9 months without close contact with anyone else, 6 months of entirely virtual school, one big quarantine. All we could do was wait for the world to open back up to us again. I believe that the world is trying its hardest to open back up slowly but surely, allowing us to break out of our chrysalis. Stage 3, butterfly. Although it took us a while, we made it. With all the hardships that our class has faced through the past year, we still managed to push through and make this year one that we'll remember. We shouldn't look at this pandemic as something that will bring us down, but something that we can learn from and grow off of. I am very proud to say that all of us butterflies have emerged from our chrysalis and are ready to fly our way to the next chapter of our lives. We will fly into high school stronger than ever, and we will make so many more memories to last a lifetime. Great job, everyone. It's our time to shine. Let's fly on to Pencrest.
Thank you so much to all of our student speakers. They did an incredible job. Let's give them all another round of applause. At this time, it's my pleasure to welcome to the podium our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Eleanor DiMarino Linnan.
Hello, students, family members, teachers, staff, and administrators. It is very exciting to be here today and to share in this special moment with all of you as we recognize the completion of your middle school years and your transition to the beginning of high school. And what a year you have had. In the true spirit of Spartans, you have all been warriors, battling through a new way of learning, collaborating, and communicating. All of us here are immensely proud of how well you have met the many challenges of this year and continue to thrive. I know this is something you will all continue to remember for a long time, and I also think you've found out a lot about yourselves in a way that many middle schoolers never had to. You certainly learned what it meant to be flexible, adaptive, and resilient. You learned many ways that technology could support your learning, as well as keeping you connected to your teachers and classmates. You learned how to spend a lot more time with your families, and your families learned how to spend a lot more time with you, certainly more than what they had anticipated. I know that you learned how to cope with not being in school and missing your teachers and friends. You learned how to manage the feelings of disappointment, frustration, loneliness, and boredom. As challenging as this year was, it also provides you with an opportunity to develop important life skills that will help you meet the next challenge that may come your way. In light of this, the transition to high school is probably going to feel pretty manageable. I want you to take advantage of all that high school has to offer you by taking your studies seriously and learning more about your interests, skills, and passions, which will help guide you to a life that feels meaningful and purposeful. What you love doing and what the world needs will define your mission. What you love doing and what you're good at will define your passion. What you're good at and what you can get paid well to do will become your profession. Your mission, passion, and profession will define your purpose, and your high school years are an important part of this journey. Take classes to gauge your skills and interests and become involved in extracurricular activities and clubs that further your skills and your engagement in school. There are many different paths to achieving success, and your high school days should be spent finding the path that is most right for you. As you approach your high school years, you will gain greater independence, but with greater independence comes greater responsibility and accountability for your actions and decisions. Be mindful of the choices you make and how they reflect your character. Be kind and show compassion towards yourself and others, and recognize the responsibility we all have towards each other in creating a community where everyone can thrive. I want you to look around today and see your family and feel how proud they are of you. And as happy as they are here today, they are also probably a little bit sad as they see you growing older and more independent, even as they remember sending you off to your first day of school in what feels like such a short time ago. Remember that they love you, want the best for you, even when you are driving them crazy, and even when they are driving you crazy. You have a very exciting 4 years ahead of you. There are many opportunities to be a positive influence at Pencrest, and I want you to each avail yourselves of at least one of these. Walk through the doors of Pencrest ready to enhance your school experience and our educational community. Be receptive to the skills, knowledge, and supports that will be available to you. Take yourself seriously as a learner and conduct yourself in a way that brings pride to yourself, your family, and our school. Be ready to be part of the pride of the Pencrest Lion. So congratulations to all of you, to your parents and families, and to the teachers and administrators and everyone else who has helped you reach this milestone today. Have a wonderful summer, and I look forward to seeing all of you this fall at Pencrest High School.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. DiMarino-Lennon. We appreciate your words of wisdom and inspiration. And now this is the point in the program where we get to honor and individually recognize each one of you, members of the Springton Lake class of 2021. So we are going to begin the roll call of names. Your teachers on the field are going to help us to direct you up. You will be heading up across the stage. Our teachers will be calling each student's name. You will receive from Mrs. Gilroy your certificate of completion. You'll come across the stage, you'll receive your certificate. You'll walk out here so that your parents can see you and celebrate you. We'll be congratulating you as well. And then you'll head down the other set of stairs and head back to your seat. And so without any further ado, the Springton Lake Middle School class of 2021.
Rachel Abahazy. James Akulov. Neelam Anwar. Kaylee Atkins. Kayla Backstrom. Aubrey Bear. Devin Baldwin. Amelia Bedoya. Maxwell Bendezu. Catherine Benson. Theodore Bishara. Arjun Bogle. Reese Bigler. Cooper Biddle. Nathaniel Blasey. Curry Bowell. Odir Bonilla. Skylar Bonner. Maureen Bowder. Michael Brusheman.
Peyton Brightbill. Luke Broomall. Giovanni Brown. Luke Brown. Christopher Bruette. Alexis Burns. Gianni Cacciuti. Nathan Kendapa. Nathan Cardwell. Haley Carlisle. Julia Casey. Sophia Chaga. Adriana Chen. Jake Chester. Kara Childs. Lucas Kladek. Yavit Cho. Dante Chumley Jones. Miles Clark. Keegan Clark.
William Cohen.
Anthony Koya. Rebecca Colameco. Rihanna Collins. Rael Colucci. Tony Conquest. Austin Carotis. Austin Cosentino. Lily Costa. Anna Catamaccio. Grace Coglin. Kelly Coyle. Lucas Crawford. Lauren Creamer. Matthew Crehan. Madison Kubler. James Cullen. Mary Cullen. Kyle Cunningham. Lila Kirchie.
Albert Data. Kyle Daly. Logan Darby. Sky Davenport. Charles Davis. Leo Davis. Hannah Davison. Brooke Define. Aiden Delosier. Sophia DeCara. Jake DeFelice. Mateo DeFranco. Joseph DiGiandomenico. Lucy DiGiuseppe. Juliet DiMatteo. Isabella Dulce. Sophia Donnelly. Jessica Dorsey. Renee Doherty. Stella Doherty.
Kaylin Downs. Karis Doyle. Julius Drummond. Aaron Durkee. Trevor Jane. Anne Egan. Kevin Eichman. Caleb Eppright. Megan Falkenberg. Nicholas Fonte. Sophia Fonte. Layla Farrell. Emily Facey. Joshua Feinberg. Quinn Finnegan. Braden Ferline. Victorus Ford. Alexander Foraker. Stephanie Falk. JC Fox.
Nicholas Fox. Jack Fritz. Haley Gallagher. Ian Gallagher. Brielle Galloway. Savannah Galloway. Charlene Gamble Sarfo. Ryan Gaffro. Bridget Gavin. Maverick George. Zachary Geyer. Dean Giannakopoulos. Noah Gibson. Harry Giles. Ella Gillette, Liam Glacken, Theodore Gladue, Charlotte Goldstein, Dimitri Goldstock Vasquez, Chase Grady,
Annalise Gramo, Christian Guel, Christopher Griffiths, Kylie Grove, Felix Gusick, Jillian Hasek, Allison Hahn, Brianna Hahn, Nicholas Handigo, Kira Hannon, Mia Hanover, Benjamin Helms Johnson, Ava High, Emily Holmes, Jonathan Houle, Ava Howells, Julia Hunt, Hayden Irvin, Olivia Jacoby, Ashley Jones,
Jack Jones, Brian Kane, Marissa Kamen, Dee Kaplan, Maria Karamatopoulos, Benjamin Kaufman, Michael Kiwan, Stanley Keeney, Kristen Kenneth, Ryan Kelly, Logan Kelly, Charlotte Kershaw, John Corey, Logan Killeen, Lily Kirkpatrick, Madeline Kladorska, Zachary Nauer, Matt Labono, Nicholas Labono, Vanis Lamb,
Avery Lee, Tymira Lee, Jeffrey Lemus Diaz, Caroline Lenderman, Zihan Lee, James Locke, Catherine Loper, Joseph Lombardo, Rosalind Lombardozzi, Gianna Loveland Smith, Atar McCurtain, Noah Malagies, Oliver Marsh, Nicholas Martinez, Hayla Massaquay, Robbie McCafferty, Ava McLaughlin, Jacob McQuaid, Alexandra McTaggart,
Alia Menjin, Evan Menta, Owen Mayo, Mason Messina, Rosie Messina, Jordan Milligan, Ragini Mohan, Abigail Montgomery, Justin Morris. James Mulholland. Nicholas Mullen. Zachary Mullen. Edomias Mulligeta. Kristen Murphy. Mia Nardone. Ryan Novickis. Caitlin Nidick. Paris Ing. Riley Neiman Duffy. Andrew Newt.
Asa Nijo. Owen Olin. Molly O'Neill. Cameron Ohm. Jessica Olds. Ava Oppendenacker. Samia Osborne. Sophia Palazzo Riggins. Gabriel Palmer. Vishnu Parameswaran. Griffin Pestino. Charles Pastor. Disha Patel. Reina Patel. Jennifer Peralta. Giselle Peralta Gonzalez. Braden Perez Gomez. Blaze Persichetti. Lydia Petrucci. Brady Pettit.
Yeah, Brady.
Aaron Pham. Brianna Phillip. Maxwell Phillips. Samar Pythia. Georgia Poland. Lila Pompetti. Colby Poole. Isaac Powell. Matthew Pasaris. Abigail Puckett. Lucas Punzo. Sarah Pfeiffer. Allegra Quichari. Thomas Quagliarello. Liam Quisenberry. Megan Quinn. Nicholas Randazzo. Lilia Riley. Alex Reshko. Owen Rhoda.
Peyton Richardson. Noah Rickard. Kira Roberts. Aiden Robinson. Jack Robinson. Savannah Road. Kaylee Ronka. Ethan Rose. Anthony Rossi. Caitlin Roth. Forcone Rufai. Matthew Rowland. Abigail Ryan. Kyra Sakin. Svetlana Sanders. Grace Sanford. Eva Santalupo. Ekaterina Sapyanova. Mackenzie Scanlon. Elizabeth Schaefer.
Elizabeth Schlotzauer. Owen Schweitzer. Ruby Schwelm. Victoria Scott. Scott Scanton. John Schaefer. Isabella Shaw. Matthew Scherer. Mio Siddell. Omar Silla. Jacob Simone. Noel Soak. Evelyn Staber. Emma Steiner. Joseph Stewart.
You want to walk on me, Joe? You got it, Joe. You did a good job. You did a good job. Congratulations.
Emma Strain. Ethan Strain. Jackson Strine.
Congratulations.
Tovin Stiles.
Jaden Sorowski. Nicolo Tangora. Early Tanner. Sarah Teagan. Christopher Teplica. Nicholas Teplica. Connor Thompson. Owen Thompson. Rita Tonsa. Oliver Truman. Mia Turberville. Mason Tyus. Jason Umberger. Stephen Valtos. Lucas Velez. Melina Vendramin Holloway. Sarah Verica. Reagan Vio. Sheldon Vio.
Alicia Vigliotti. Zachary Waba. Fiona Walker. Mark Walker. Joseph Walters. William Walters. Caitlin Waskavich. Paul Watson. Julia Weld. Sean Welsh. James Whalen. Emma White. Chase Williams. Kaylee Williams. Abigail Wolf. Addison Wolf. Helena Wolfenden. Haj Womack. Cole Wood. Asher Wynn. Alexandra Young. Charlie Zimmerman.
Thank you, guys. No pressure, right?
That's it. Let's give them a round of applause. The Springton Lake Middle School class of 2021. Well, once again, good afternoon to everyone. So I'd like to just begin by taking a moment to thank all of our parents and family members who've gathered here today to be a part of this wonderful celebration. We have so many incredible students here at Springton Lake Middle School, and we know that behind each one of them are wonderfully supportive parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, siblings, and other family members. Clearly, the last 15 months have presented a range of challenges and hardships for everyone all across the globe. We began this school year amid great uncertainty and, yes, even some apprehension about whether or not we could successfully and safely open our school buildings. At that time, I shared that it was going to take a lot of patience, flexibility, and grace in order to pull this off. Well, I'm here to tell you, y'all came through. We could not have asked for more support from every segment of our school community, our students, our parents, our faculty and staff, our central administration, and our school board. The result of that patience, flexibility, and grace, well, a pretty darn successful school year if you ask me. While it was anything but normal, students learned, students matured, they persevered, they built relationships, and hopefully, you also had a little bit of fun along the way. Yes, we did it, and I could not be any more proud. Earlier today, the senior class of Penncrest High School graduated on this very same field. And high school graduation is always one of my favorite events of the year, as we get to see what happens to all of you after you leave the lake. And as part of the ceremony, the student speakers typically reflect upon their years as a student in the Rose Tree Media School District. And they share memories of their time in elementary school and middle school. And so I've been thinking a lot about this lately, and I can't help but wonder, what are the stories that you'll share about middle school when you graduate in 4 years? Let's not forget, about half of your entire middle school experience was altered and impacted by the pandemic. Zoom went from being a verb that meant to move or travel quickly to now a place where we gather to learn. Will you reminisce about the good old days when at-home learning Fridays provided a weekly opportunity to sleep in a little bit later and to catch up on your assignments? Come on, we know y'all love at-home learning Fridays, right? Will you remember the year that waterfront dining at the lake, AKA eating in the pool lobby, was the most highly sought after place for 8th grade students to enjoy their lunch? I still have a waiting list. Will you remember the times that Mrs. Britton or Dr. Layton showed up in your driveway to drop off a Chromebook? Will you laugh about the year when every single day started off by me calling a long list of students to the main lobby because you didn't complete the symptom screener? We got good at a lot of things this year. That was not one of them. Will you tell stories about the irony of how you spent a year with your 8th grade teachers and you never once saw them with their faces without a mask from the eyes down? Yeah, we're probably going to look back on this last year and wonder, how did we ever manage? How did we do this? But I guess that's the point. We did manage. And really, you did way more than that. You adapted, you persevered, and you succeeded. So while your middle school experience was clearly unique and something that you will probably never forget, I hope that you'll look back on these years with a smile on your face and with fond memories of your time as a Spartan. Every story has an end, but in life, every ending is just a new beginning. 8th grade students, today turns the chapter on your middle school years. And while summer will allow for a very, very, very well-deserved break, the start of high school and the beginning of your next chapter will be here before you know it. Embrace this opportunity for this new, fresh start. You've heard some of our other speakers today talk about this opportunity. It is a gift. So here are just a couple of my thoughts about this opportunity. Bring your A game to freshman year. Start strong and put forth your very best effort in and outside of the classroom. Look for ways to get involved in high school and to fully immerse yourself in your new school community. Next, remember that how you treat people matters. In fact, it matters a lot. Bring kindness, compassion, and empathy, and a positive approach to every interaction that you have with classmates and teachers. Own your learning and own your work. Take charge of your actions and your destiny. Right now, your next chapter is a completely blank slate. Create a destiny and story for yourself about which you can be proud. Now, know that there may be times in high school that it's just not going to be easy. In fact, expect that the work is going to become more challenging and that your teachers and parents are going to have higher expectations and they're going to expect you to become more independent. That's all part of getting older and growing up. But when things get tough, just remember, you've got lots of experiences and skills and people around you that care and that will help you to navigate those challenges. Now, if this message sounds remotely familiar to you, well, then you're right, and you've been paying attention for the last 3 years. Because what I just described for you are our 4 R's: ready, respectful, responsible, and resilient. You knew that there was no way that I was letting you leave here without one final plug for the 4 R's. I hope that you realize that these were not only traits that helped you to be successful in middle school, but these same concepts can help lead to success in high school and in life. I hope in some ways that this is a piece of Springton Lake that you'll carry with you moving forward. While your time at Springton Lake will soon be just a memory, and you'll be very focused on your future, we hope that you'll look back on your time at Springton Lake with fondness and with recognition that it prepared you well for success in high school and beyond. Please don't forget us. We're certainly not going to forget you. We have sincerely, and I mean that, sincerely enjoyed you as individuals and as a group. You're just an awesome, awesome 8th grade class, and I'm not just saying that. All of us here at Springton Lake look forward to hearing about your future successes and accomplishments. We know that you are destined to great things. So congratulations to all of you, the Springton Lake Middle School class of 2021. I want to thank everyone for being here today. This was a couple of days of being a little bit nervous about whether or not we were going to be able to pull this off and whether or not Mother Nature was going to cooperate or not. Well, I think it worked out pretty well. So we have enjoyed celebrating with you. We know that you have great things ahead. We're not done quite yet. We've got a few more days to go, but congratulations once again. This concludes our ceremony this afternoon. Yes, let's give them one more round of applause. We hope that you enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Students, as you meet up and celebrate with your parents. Thank you again for being here. Have a great rest of the afternoon.